It's 3rd of January at 12:30. I've just brought his hay out to him because there's not a great deal to eat in this paddock. It is a lot of weeds, and I need to have something still going through his gut just to make sure everything keeps functioning as it should. Even though he's clearly could lose a few kilos, it's more important at the moment that his gut remains all good. The main thing I'm checking with him at the moment, because he has just had really long periods of standing in the sun, just watching whatever he was watching up here. Something got his attention, and he stood there for a good 10 minutes with no head shaking whatsoever, which is a really good sign because it is really, really hot out here. But the main thing I'm looking at is his face and the lines on his face, just to see how much these veins are popping at the moment. Compared to yesterday, there's a really, really big improvement. If anything, he's more pronounced on the opposing side today, so not the side that he's that he tears on, or the side that that his nostrils get quite drippy, but it's the other side that I can actually see the veins just around his eyes and going sort of back up his jaw, back up to the base of the ears. So he's a very happy boy today. So I suppose the question is, he was eating millet yesterday predominantly. Even though barnyard millet is an acceptable grass, it's not something that was tested for his allergies. So it is, I suppose, after yesterday, a pretty big possibility that has caused the heat stress in him. He did have, last year we did have crabgrass with millet running through it. And I did, at that point, strongly suspect something was wrong whilst he was eating that hay, and I did actually start to pick out all the big bits of millet that I could see. I suppose, it would be probably too much for him to ask him to associate heat stress with eating that type of grass. So I think it's possible that when it cools off a little bit, I might be in there with the whippersnipper just clearing those rather large patches of millet out, and then wait till it dies back, and then I'm just going to have to, I think, maybe just start to kill it off and thin it out until I can get rid of it. But unfortunately, barnyard millet is just one of those things that happens on all properties with excessive rain. It loves rain. It loves wet patches, so you can see a big vein just running through the property of the millet. So I might need to look at maybe just some drainage in that area, just to get the water flowing a bit more freely so it doesn't bank up, which is a possibility of what it's doing in there. But for all accounts, 12:30, he is reasonably good. His eyes do look a little bit funny. Probably when I look at them, I sort of see allergies. It's kind of, I suppose, what we look like when we have, a cold or a runny nose or teary eyes or things like that. So that's basically what he looks like. But the head shaking is just not there at the moment. So we'll check back on him in a couple of hours and just see what we can see.